Hello, welcome back, and thank you so much for listening. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about five most important things that are really great for your life if you make tiny little changes, right? So if you look at your hand, so if you ever look at your palm of your hand, right? So you look at your hand, and you have five fingers, hopefully, right? So one is we just talked about on the first was sun, okay, which I know it's a little controversial, and people out there may be thinking we're crazy. Two is definitely air, your exercise, movement in general. You can just call it just movement. Sleep for sure, and nutrition. Okay, so we are breaking this down and talking about it. And I think we said on the break, you said pretty much people are not going to kind of change their mind on the sun, that the sun doesn't really cause cancer. That's what we talked about on the first segment, right?
Yeah, the amount of sun that you get. So if you have too much time that you're
It's not
spending,
good.
it cannot be good. Yes,
Mhm.
I can understand where you can get some problems, but you also have to see what it's mixing with. So the seed oils we talked about and our chemicals that we put on our body, not just the sunscreen, which is part of it, which is the main part of it, but also some of the stuff that women put on, even guys put on. Some of those you have to look at what's in there.
Mhm.
How is it interacting with the sun? And then we blame it on the sun, but is it really the sun or is it the chemicals that we continue to put on our bodies?
It's because it is a natural thing. Our body does need vitamin D, and I know everybody should be taking a vitamin D supplement, D3 with K2. That's fine because maybe a lot of us work indoors or we don't get to go outside. So that supplement is absolutely one of the most important supplements you can take. Definitely get a good quality one because there's some that are not good out there either. So do your research, okay? And if you're like, oh, I don't know, I get mixed reviews, and the more I Google, the more confused I get, you can reach out to Coach Brex, you can reach out to me, and we'll help you with those things. We really are here to help you. We're not here to be like, hey, come, go to Coach Brex for joint issues and working out and great exercises or classes that your wife does, or come to me for nutrition to lose weight or come off the shots or whatever. I mean, we absolutely would love for you to be partake in our business, but we really love what we do, so we'll help you. You can reach out to us, email us, text us, whatever. I'm willing to really help you in any way possible. So definitely get some sun, and like Coach said, the first 45 minutes and the last 45 minutes. So when you get off from work, now that the sun is light out, I'm still till 8 o'clock. I mean, take a little bit of time, and you don't. I know everybody's life is busy, but 15 minutes maybe in the morning, or 15 minutes maybe in the evening, get a little bit of sun and really be able to, you're going to see the huge difference of how good you're going to feel. And we talked about on the break, we were talking about seed oil, which is really bad, but like you said, because I love avocados, I really love avocados, and we were talking about like watermelon and grapes and all of that, and we talk about how things are man-made, and I actually was talking about a reel I saw, which old time, it's a brand of bread, okay, and they take the piece of bread and they put it underwater and they squeeze it and it doesn't fall apart, and then keeps it underwater and they squeeze it and it bounces back, so basically it looks and feels like a sponge, okay, like it never crumbles, which I'm gonna do that myself and kind of see, because the reel showed somebody else did it and this guy's like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and the same thing happened, right? But you also were talking about seedless stuff, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated by when people wanted the seedless stuff of everything because they didn't want to be, I don't know, put out by the seeds of a grape or a watermelon. I'm like, well, then it's not real. How can you have a seedless grape and call it real, or a watermelon when it doesn't have seeds? How's it grow? It has to be genetically modified.
Mm-hmm.
And every time we genetically modify something, we change the structure of it. And it's probably not good for our bodies, no matter what anybody says. Yes, grapes should be good, watermelon should be good, but they're not natural. Then they're probably not good because there's some type of chemical or some kind of thing that's going to counteract our bodies. Our bodies are a natural thing created by God, and we have to go back to that time frame of how we were created. We keep trying to modify it to say, well, we know better, when actually we probably know worse. We're actually doing everything backwards, in my opinion, in most things, and that's why you're seeing so many chronic diseases. If we just got back to a natural lifestyle, people got back to that natural thing that I call Earth Strong all the time, and I'm always preaching it, then I think we'd have a lot healthier society. Get outside with the sun, like you talked about. Get the proper sleep. Air. I understand that you can't control the air around you. They spray the air. They do everything possible. It's horrible, and I really feel bad that we can't do better. But get outside when you can get away to nature, where the trees are, up in the mountains. You know what I mean? Go on a hike. Go those things. So there are things you can do. And I know you said it earlier. I don't have the time. You're going to have the time when you're sick and laying in bed or in the hospital. You will have plenty of time then. So you have to start making decisions now. You have to sacrifice. Nobody wants to sacrifice. That's a big problem in our society. But we need to sacrifice so we can have live a better lifestyle later on.
Yeah, and what are we really sacrificing? I think sometimes it will feel like sacrifice when you start it, but then it becomes a necessity and something that makes you feel amazing.
Correct.
Right? So you're going from sacrifice to, okay, wow, this feels good. I feel amazing. And it's not a sacrifice anymore. You're actually doing it to, better yourself, whether it be mentally or physically. And I think anything that's going to help you in any shape or form, whether it be tiny or big, it shouldn't be considered to be a sacrifice. You're not sacrificing to help yourself, right? And I know that sacrifice is such a great word for moms, for sure. My mom used to say, I sacrificed A, B, C, and D for you. You know how they like to guilt you big time. And I don't think as me growing up, I'd never asked her to do that, number one. And number two, that's a huge guilt on a child, especially when your mom's not healthy. Then they grow older and they're not healthy and they're in and out of hospital. And the conversation has been whatever they sacrifice to take care of you. So the key is, whether you're a mother or a father or whatever, caregiver, you need to make sure that you don't sacrifice yourself to then down the road, honestly, they're going to have to take care of you anyways, right? Or you're just going to be really miserable. So don't think of it as a sacrifice. Like, you getting up 15 minutes earlier should not, in your mind, to be a sacrifice that you're going to go sit outside, get some sun, be in nature or whatever you decide to do. I think the way we're looking at it is the wrong way. It's actually, you're really trying to heal yourself and, put your mind a little bit, like give yourself a break mentally. People get up first thing in the morning, and I'll be the first to say it. I mean, when I get up in the morning, I grab my phone. That's the first thing I do. I'll admit it. And I'm like, I really need to stop doing that, right? And so you grab your phone, you look at your messages, you look at your email, whatever, if that's somebody does that. And I really want to get out more in the morning, and which I do. So those are like a little in your mind. Don't think of them as sacrifices. Think of them as things that you're doing to really heal yourself, right? And you were saying that the seeds are, anything seedless is bad enough, but it's actually most of the nutrients are in the seed anyways.
Yeah, so the majority of the nutrients are found in the seed. So I was just reading an article on avocados and how great avocados are. And I agree with you. Avocados are phenomenal. But the pit of it, the seed of it, is actually probably the most nutritious out of the whole thing.
And we all throw it away.
Correct. Now, I understand why, because it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
So what I found is I take a cheese grater and I grate it. So I let it dry first for about a day. I take the skin off the seed. And then I grate it and then put it in a tea. You can put it in a smoothie. You can put it in a salad. You can put it whatever. Or you can break it up and then use it as chunks and eat it that way. I just like it grated up, my personal thing. But that's where the majority of the nutrition sits. And in most cases, that's where the majority of most nutrition in most of our fruit sits. It's just where it is.
Like the grapes with the seeds, like your watermelon with the seeds, yes. And people, we have watermelon seeds that you eat, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that you can buy them, even watermelon seeds, right? Or pumpkin seeds, for that matter.
Pumpkin seeds are phenomenal.
Oh, they're one of my favorite, right?
Phenomenal.
So I mean, so really the fact is, you eat apples with the seeds. That's what you do.
I eat the whole core. I eat straight down. There's nothing. I don't throw anything out. I'll keep the whole thing, eat the whole thing. People think I'm weird, but even my wife looks at me crazy sometimes.
I eat it so close to the seed. Even when I get that little hard thing that I chew on, I'm like, I went too deep. I went too far. That's what I say to myself.
I eat the whole thing. I'm right to it.
Not the little stick thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Every once in a while, I'll throw that part out. The stem.
You're like, just in case,
yes.
The stem. The stem is,
I'm not a huge stem guy. Every once in a while, I'll have it if it's a little too short. I can't get it out, but.
I mean, I'll try the other ones. Listen, I'm willing to try anything once, okay? But the stem is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I already know that's not going to happen. But I'm actually going to, because I love avocados. And there's some people out there that do not like avocados, right? But honestly, you can put them into things. You won't even taste the avocado. You can put it into smoothies. You can smash them up, put in your tuna salad, chicken salad.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally use it, and you won't even honestly taste it. Because avocados are amazing for you.
Yeah, and just think about it. If they say somebody else ate the avocado because you don't like it, you take the seed. And then do it, do with what I just said, shred it up and stuff like that.
It's nutrients.
Right there.
And I told you I'm going to go buy grater, a cheese grater.
So there you go.
Because I don't really, cheese is not, I do so much kefir or yogurt that, cheese is on my low podium when it comes to dairy. But I'll get one. I want to try that
Yeah.
because I want to get the nutrients of it. And I can feel the difference when I really work on myself and do research and I add something tiny into my routine. Sometimes you feel like something miraculous is like you're gonna get something that's gonna be crazy, and sometimes it really isn't. I'll come back and talk about that because I bought Brazilian nuts. I'll tell you about that. So you can go to obviously Coach Brex. You know, you can email him and reach out to me at mytrimline.com. We each have our own. He helps you with any healing process and obviously exercise and activities, and I will help you with your nutrition. Especially if you're on the shots, please, please, please put nutrition with it. You can go to mytrimline.com, and I'll be right back.